out wide. We'll start with a couple breathing exercises I'm going to demo today because I have a couple folks that are new. So Kapalabhati is a pumping of the belly as you exhale through the nose. So every time you exhale out through the nose, your belly pulls in. So it looks like this. And then after we do a round of Kapalabhati, we'll access our centrally located Bandha Uddiyana. So that's going to be an inhale through the nose. You'll exhale everything out through the mouth and then pull the belly up and in. So that looks and sounds like. If you haven't done this before, it might feel weird the first time, but it'll become more normal. So we're going to start with the fingertips behind our back. You can soften through the shoulders. Just go ahead and close your eyes for a few minutes and let's begin to just settle into our bodies, settle into our breath. We're just taking big breaths in and out through the nose. And really feeling your breath fill up the entire body's inside. So each inhale, you're feeling the chest expand, you're feeling the belly expand, maybe feeling a little bit of a lift, some length at a lower back. And with each exhale, you're allowing the body to soften into that space you created with your breath. So for most of us, we're in a different environment than we are normally. We're not in our studio, we're in our home, there may be some distractions. As long as you're breathing as you move through your practice today, you're doing it right. So let's begin with a round of, let's do 50 Kapalabhati breaths. So that's that pumping of the belly. And then when you finish your 50, you can come forward and pull into Uddiyana, belly up and in. Begin. Whenever you release from that Uddiyana, just come back to sitting nice and tall with the fingertips outside of the hips. You want to take your shoulders back enough that your spine feels stacked. And again, if you're feeling any compression in the lower back, take the heels a little further away from the pubic bones. You have a little bit more of the thighs to rest on. And then go ahead and walk your right fingertips out a little beyond the right hip. Release your right ear down towards the right shoulder. And as you inhale, rise the left arm up. Now exhale, press down through the right palm, lean towards the right and take the left arm up and over the ear. We'll slide your shoulders down. Lift up to the left side of the rib cage rather than the shoulder. And again, make sure that you're not leaning so far right that you're compressing the lower back. You're always lifting, breathing, and feeling that entire left side from the left sitting bone all the way up the left side of the torso stretch. And just focus on your big, big breaths. Everything else stays the same. Just begin to reach the left fingertips out so the left palm's in line with left shoulder, palm facing down. Reach out through the left fingertips and just feel the left side of the shoulder begin to stretch. And feel that stretch moving up the left side of the neck. And then reaching through those fingertips, inhale, rise up, lift the head, lift the right arm up as you come to center. So now you've got both arms out in line with the shoulders. We'll move into kite hop. As you inhale, flip both palms up, thumbs rotate back, lift up to your chest. Exhale, flip your palms down and around, round to the upper back. Inhale, flip both palms up, thumbs rotate back, lift up to your chest. Exhale, flip your palms down and around, round. Let's all just do that one more time on our own. Meeting back at center, arms in line with shoulders. You can go ahead and flip the right arm up. Lower the left palm down and then walk your left fingertips out a little further. Release your left ear and begin to take that right arm up and over the ear as you press down through the lower left palm. So the shoulders are soft. You're really lifting up through the right side of the rib cage, keeping the right sitting bone glued to your mat. If you're feeling any discomfort or tension, allow your breath to move you within the pose. So allow your own body to kind of shift and tell you how you can find more comfort and how you can feel the most benefit from the stretch on the right side. And everything else stays the same. Just reach those right fingertips out so they're just above the line of the shoulder, palm down. Reach out through the fingertips and slowly rise the torso up. You can lift the head and that left arm as you come back to center. And then flip your palms to face the screen. Reach out through the fingertips, inhale. Exhale, press your palms together in front of you, round through the spine. Inhale, press both palms back, open up through your chest. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, press both palms back, open up to your heart, open up to your chest. Exhale, press and round. Then inhale, come back to center. So arms in line with shoulders, flip the palms up and rise your arms up until palms touch. And you exhale, take hands together in front of the heart. And let's go ahead and guide our legs together and come into a wide-legged straddle position. And then just to open up the shoulders a little bit more before we get into abs, we'll do shoulder shrugs. So go ahead and goal post your arms. You're taking your elbows in line with your shoulders. Your fingers are spread nice and wide. Now as you inhale, just fill up the upper back. And shrug shoulders straight up towards the ears. And as you exhale, squeeze upper shoulder blades, then mid shoulder blades. Then bend the elbows, squeeze lower tips of shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders down and keep your chin lifted. Good, let's do that one more time. Take elbows in line with shoulders. Inhale, fill and spread upper back. Shrug shoulders straight up towards the ears, and as you exhale, squeeze upper shoulder blades, mid shoulder blades. Bend your elbows, squeeze lower tips of shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulders down, lift your chin away from your chest, and then roll the shoulders out a couple times. And just becoming aware of all that space that does somehow exist between the ears and the shoulders. And then let's guide our legs together and come down onto our backs. We'll move into abs. And if you haven't done abs with me before, you can watch the first round maybe, and then kind of hop into them. So we're starting on the back. And once you're down on your back, just go ahead and start by taking both legs straight up towards the sky. So with both legs straight up towards the sky, you're gonna feel your lower back already pressing into the mat. That should be turning on the core. Then interlace your hands behind your head and neck and bend your knees at a 90-degree angle. flexing the toes in towards the shin. So you can angle the elbows up towards the sky, so you're creating a nice little supportive basket for the head and neck, never jerking the neck. Press lower back down, and as you inhale, lift head and shoulders up. Curl tailbone up. And as you exhale, take right leg straight up. Spread the toes and just begin to press through the ball of the right foot. Pull lower belly down. Now inhale, come back to center, shoulders stay lifted, curl tailbone up. Exhale, left leg straight up. Spread the toes, press through the ball of the foot, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up, spread toes and press through the ball of the foot, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg straight up. Spread toes, press through the ball of the foot and pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg straight up. Now this time, flex the toes, angle the big toe in, and then pulse 3 times. Inwardly spiraling the leg as you stamp the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Keep the shoulders lifted. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, left leg straight up. Flex the toes, angle big toe in, and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up, flex toes, and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg up, flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up, flex toes, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg up, flex and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower your head, bend your knees and reach for the outer edges of the feet, coming into happy baby. So your knees are bent, you're gripping the outer edges of the feet and just rocking gently on the spine. All right, let's do a second round. Re-bend the knees. So knees in line with hips, ankles in line with knees, lower back pressing down, right to start. Now clasp your hands again behind your head and neck. As you inhale, lift head and shoulders up. Curl tailbone up. This time as you exhale, right leg up. Pull your belly down and then taking your right thumb right into your right hip crease. Inhale, curl tailbone up a second time. Exhale, press your palm up, same direction as the bone, and then pull your belly and your hip down. Inhale, back to center, hands behind the head, curl tailbone up. Exhale, left leg straight up. Pull your belly down, left thumb into left hip crease, inhale, curl tailbone up a second time. Exhale, press palm up, thigh away from hip, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, right leg up, pull the belly down, take right thumb into right hip crease, inhale. Curl tailbone up a second time. Exhale, press palm up, thigh away from hip, pull your lower belly down. Inhale, back to center. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, left leg up. Pull belly down, take left thumb into top of left thigh. Inhale, curl tailbone up a second time. Exhale, press your palm up. Thigh away from your hip, pull your belly down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower your head and shoulders down. Lower your feet down, hip width distance apart. And I want you to slide your shoulders away from your ears. Feet are planted. We're moving into bridge. So release your arms by your side, palms up. Press into your feet and begin to lift the hips up. And as soon as those hips lift, you want to really feel for length in the lower back, even as you open up the front side of the body. So make sure you're not lifting so high that you're arching. You're pressing through the feet, feeling the shoulders traction away from the ears as you gently open up the top side of the body. So all those hip flexors, the core we just worked to strengthen. All right, exhale, lower the upper spine, the mid spine, the lower spine, and the hips. And then roll over onto your side and press yourself up. So we're gonna get creative here because I know not all of you guys probably have a block. If you have a block, grab it. If you don't have a block, you could grab a pillow off your couch. You could grab something like this, a buffalo. I don't know if you guys are laughing at me or not. But whether it's a buffalo or a block, we're gonna come up to standing. And you'll take your block, your buffalo, your pillow, whatever it is, in between the thighs as close up to the pubic bone as you can. So especially we're not as warm as usual, we don't have the heat, we really want to emphasize what we're going for with back bends. So by taking the block in between the thighs, you have something to squeeze. Now notice I have a nice girthy stance. I'm going to get a little closer. So I'm squeezing the block and my knees naturally bend a little bit. I'm going to take my fist to my lower back and we're doing something really simple here. So we're just squeezing the block and lifting up out of lower back. So you can see when I did that, my lower back got a little longer. I'm not coming here. I'm squeezing the block so I feel a super strong foundation in my legs. And then I'm using the fists and that squeeze in the legs to lift up out of lower back. So the belly naturally pulls in as I lift up. And you guys should feel a ton of activity in your legs. And what we're doing, we're just breathing here. It seems like a really subtle movement, but we're practicing engaging in the lower body as we lift up out of lower back. And we're just going to take a good 4 or 5 breaths here. Good. Remove your block, your buffalo, your pillow out from in between your thighs. And then let's come up to the top of our mats. So any side works. And just take your arms by your side with your palms wide open. And we'll start to warm up with just some suns. So as you inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees as you pull the belly in and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, release your head, fold forward. Now press down through feet, inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, fold right back in. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, release your head, let it go. Press down in through the feet and rise up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. This time as you exhale, plant your palms and walk back, downward dog. So from your downward dog, you want to glance at your hands. Your hands are planted, your fingers are spread nice and wide. Now find a little squeeze of the elbows in towards each other. So I want to show you guys from where you are If I'm straightening my legs, my shoulders are up in my ears, I have no support. I'm squeezing the elbows in so you can feel my upper back, my shoulders are super active, engaged. And from your downward facing dog, shift forward into high plank. The hands are right underneath the shoulders, but you're still squeezing those elbows in, shoulders in line with your hips, belly glued towards your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees down. Pull chest forward, squeeze elbows in, slowly lower down to the belly. And slide your thighs back, take your palms way out in front of you. We're gonna access low cobra for the upper back and shoulders. So with hands way out in front of you, just begin to press into the palms to drag your chest forward. So you wanna feel your upper back, your shoulders, super active, turned on, engaged. We're turning all these muscles on here, turning on the chest muscles. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose as you actively press into the palms to pull your chest forward. Exhale, lower the elbows, take hands under the shoulders and just press back onto the knees. Let's come into tabletop. And find a little bit of free movement here. So moving in a way that feels good to you. You can move through traditional cat-cows if you'd like. You could get all crazy with it. But moving and just noticing what parts of the body are really wanting movement, what parts of the body are maybe feeling tense or sore. And then coming back to neutral, make sure hands are underneath the shoulders, wrists in line with the top of the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, come into downward dog. From your downward facing dog, lift your left leg straight up towards the sky. Now bend your knee, open up your hip, come into big, slow hip circles. Try and keep your shoulders squared as you open up the hips. Then straighten the left leg, square the hips, inhale, left leg forward, low lunge. So your back knee is going to drop. If you need to drag that front foot forward a little bit, you're welcome to. And then start with the arms down. So just like when we had the block in between the thighs, we're really squeezing the thighs together to lift up, and then rising the arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Without losing the length in the torso, pull your shoulders away from the ears and just focus on that deep ujjayi breath. So in and out through the nose. Exhale, lower your palms, tuck back toes, step right leg forward and fold. Press into your feet, inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, fold right back in. Plant palms, inhale, left leg steps back. So left leg back, knee lowers, arms rise up. It's the same thing, but notice how you feel differently on this side. So shoulders down, nice strong legs, long torso, and deep breath. Exhale, lower your palms, tuck back toes, press back, downward dog. High plank, inhale, wave forward. As you exhale, drop both knees down, pull chest forward, slowly lower down to the belly. And slide your thighs back. This time we'll take the right palm only, way out in front of us. Reach back, grab the outside of the left ankle for half floor bow. So you're pressing down to the right palm and then kicking back through the left leg. Opening up the chest, turning on that left quad, and then stabilizing with your press and pull through the right palm, your active right shoulder. Exhale, release. Take hands under the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in. You can press back onto the knees first, or you can press up and back, downward dog. This time on your inhale, lift your right leg. Bend the knee, open up the hip with big, slow hip circles. Straighten right leg, square the hips, inhale, step. Right leg forward, low lunge. Knee lowers, arms rise up. Exhale, lower your palms, tuck back toes, step left leg forward and fold. Press into the feet, inhale, rise up to stand. And exhale, fold right back in. Plant palms, inhale, right leg back, low lunge, right knee steps back, knee lowers, arms rise. Exhale, lower your palms, step back, downward dog. Inhale, wave forward into high plank. Let's drop the knees, pull chest forward, lower all the way down to the belly. And this time we'll slide thighs back and take the left palm out in front of us, half floor bow, other side. You're reaching back for the outside of the right ankle, toes flexed. And press and pull through the left palm as you kick back through the right leg and breathe. Big breaths in and out through the nose as you actively kick back through that right leg. Feel that press of the left palm, counterbalancing your kick. Exhale, release. Take hands under shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, take it back, downward dog. From your downward facing dog, walk your feet up towards your hands, meeting in a forward fold, big toes touching. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, release your head, fold. Then let's make our way into chair. Bend your knees, lift your chest, and just take one hand to belly, one hand to lower back at first. So you make sure your lower back stays long. Try and take your weight back into your heels and keep your chest lifted. Raise your arms. And soften to the jaw, the shoulders. And then from chair, re-goalpost the arms. We're going to move the upper back the opposite direction. Keep your belly back towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale, press palms and elbows together, round. Inhale, press palms and elbows back, open up through your chest. Exhale, press and round, round through your upper back. One more, inhale, press palms back, open up through your chest. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, straighten the legs, rise the arms up. As you exhale, fold right back in. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Now as you exhale, step right leg back, runner's lunge. So back knee stays lifted now. You're up on the fingertips, find that little squeeze of the thighs together. And then slowly rise up, high crescent. The back heel is lifted. You're squeezing the thighs together to lift up out of lower back. Plant your back foot and open up warrior two. So if you need to adjust your stance here, you can. You want to make sure the front toes are forward, front heel in line with back arch. And then take your arms in line with your shoulders, warrior two. As you inhale, reverse. Left arm lifts, right arm lowers. Pull your shoulders down and really lift up to the left side of the rib cage, away from the thigh, without letting that left knee come in. If you feel any compression on the right side of the lower back, rather than leaning back so much, try lifting up a little more. On your exhale, make your way into extended side angle. Your left forearm comes down to the thigh and the right arm lifts straight up towards the sky. Now send your shoulders and your sitting bones back and begin to open up the chest. So shoulder to shoulder. And find a nice relaxed place for your head, your neck. That might be nice and long. That might be releasing all the way down. Notice where your head, your neck feels the most comfortable, and then begin to maybe possibly press the right palm back. So you're getting a deeper opening up to the chest, again, without compressing that right side of the lower back. Lower your gaze, lower your palms, and step back, three-legged dog, left leg lifts, up and back. Now as you exhale, take knee to nose, round through the spine. Step it through, runner's lunge. Back knee lifted. So we're right back where we started. This time, go ahead and gently set the right knee down so that the top of the foot is pressed into the mat. Toes straight back, the entire top of the foot is pressing into the mat. Now fingertips down, we're gonna do our first round of arrow. The fingertips will stay down. Drag your weight forward until the kneecap has to lift. And if this is your first time doing arrow, it may be that just dragging the chest forward gives you a deep enough stretch to this front right side, the psoas. But if you can drag your weight forward so much that you feel the front right side or the knee lift, that's good. So breathe here, keep pressing into the palms, dragging all of the weight forward, out of the front, back right foot and into the front right side, the psoas. Keep that left knee squeezed in, big inhale. Take a lion's on the exhale, out through the mouth. Good. Release the knee down. Right hand plants, left arm peels open. Open up towards your left. Exhale, lower left palm down. Tuck back toes, and then like you were coming into standing splits, lift the right leg straight up towards the sky. Release your head completely. Shake out the head, yes and no. You can rotate out the right ankle. And then we'll slowly lower into warrior one. So the left knee bends, the right foot slowly drops, and you're rising the chest. And just everyone take a minute here. Make sure that your stance is just as wide as your hips. So the back heel's planted at a 45-degree angle. And you are squaring your hips so that you are lifted out of lower back. Now interlace the fingers, scoop up the base of the skull for brain cradling. Thumbs run down the base of the neck. Elbows squeezing it up. You're squeezing the thighs together to really lift up out of the lower back as you let just your head, just your brain release into the palms. You guys breathe a lot here. I'm going to leave you here for 4 or 5 big breaths. Nice, guys. Good. Big breaths in and out through the nose. Remember, the entire body is working to support your head, your brain, just getting to release into the palms. So such a great pose for us to begin really feeling the lower body, preparing for our deeper back bends, building strength. Inhale, gently guide your head up. Release your grip and take your arms straight up. Now hips are squared. Inhale, lean and reach forward. And as you exhale, lower your palms, press back, downward dog. High plank, inhale, wave forward. As you exhale, squeeze your elbows in, nice and slow. Lower all the way down to the belly. Thighs slide back this time. We'll keep the hands under the shoulders, but squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest. So shoulders back, heart extends forward. Keep those elbows glued in and keep your neck nice and long as you breathe. Exhale, lower down, tuck back toes. Take it back, downward dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg. Let's take it right back in towards the nose. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Now step it through, right back in, runner's lunge, and rise up, high crescent. From our high crescent, reach just the fingertips forward. Keep the chest lifted, the shoulders back. Exhale, slide your left arm back. Left arm slides back, you're opening up towards your left, and then from here, finding that reverse. The right arm lifts, the left arm lowers. Exhale, arms in line with shoulders. Inhale, left arm comes forward. Now make fists with your palms and take your fists to your lower back. So we're working on building that length in the lower back. Bend your back knee, even if it's just a little. Press down through the fist and lift up out of the lower back. So your shoulders slide down, your knee is bent and hovered, and you're pressing into the fist to lift up for 3, 2, 1. So slow. Lower the knee all the way down to the ground. Then you can untuck the toes and keep your fists down in the lower back. Now you can even watch me, and when I lean forward, what happens to my lower back? It gets all crunchy. So we're gonna work on coming into a chest opener from a lunge. You're taking your fists to your lower back, squeezing thighs together and finding that lift up out of lower back. So notice my lower back stays super long. Maybe I begin to open up to the chest. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Keep pressing into the fist to lift up out of the lower back as you spread the chest shoulder to shoulder. We're only here for 3, 2, 1. Press into the fists, rise up. And then lower your hands down, tuck back toes, and step. Right leg forward to fold. Halfway lift. Uddiyana on the exhale, belly up and in. Go ahead and just take a nice slow rise up to stand. You can take the arms up. And exhale, take hands to heart. So we'll make our way into the other side. You guys can stay where you are. I'm just making sure you can see me. So top of your mat, arms by your side. Rise your arms up, inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step left leg back, runner's lunge. So back knee is lifted, your fingertips are still down, and you're just taking a couple breaths here in through the nose and feeling your breath run all the way down the body, out through that left heel. With strength, rise up, high crescent. Try not to cling with the upper toes, keep your shoulders soft. Don't let the left ankle splay out, keep it squeezed in. Plant back foot, open up, warrior two. And just check out your alignment. Make sure the front heel's in line with the back arch, the back foot's planted. Big back toe is slightly angled in, never out. And then arms in line with shoulders. You want that front knee right over the ankle, but never beyond. So nice wide stance. Reverse, inhale. Right arm lifts, left arm lowers. Pull your shoulder down, keep the knee over ankle as you lift up to the right side of the rib cage. How can you get longer, even along that left side of the lower back? Make sure you're just not leaning so back that you're far back that you're compressing. You're lifting. You're opening up the right side of the torso. Exhale, extended side angle. Take your forearm down to your thigh. Rise the left arm up. And same thing here. Pull your shoulders, your sitting bones back. And this time you're watching out for that right side of the lower back. So staying lifted as you open up to the chest. Shoulder to shoulder, maybe fingertip to fingertip. And taking your gaze down, lower your palms and take it back, three-legged dog, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, take knee to nose, round. Step it through, right back in, runner's lunge. We're up on those fingertips. Chest forward, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, gently drop that left knee down for arrow lunge. So you're setting the entire top of the left foot down on the mat. And make sure your toes are straight back so the foot should never be sickled. Notice if my foot was sickled, when I lift the knee, I'm going to put strain on the ankle. So top of the foot down, toes straight back. And then with breath, just begin to drag your weight forward until that kneecap has to lift right up off the mat. Your momentum is forward, and let's everybody keep the fingertips down this round. Chest forward, shoulders back, breath so deep. Drag that weight out of the back foot, all the way up the front left side, the psoas, and keep that right knee squeezed in. Inhale. Lions on the exhale, out through the mouth. Good, release, drop your knee. Left hand plants, take right arm all the way up, easy twist. Exhale, lower the right palm down, tuck back toes, and let's take it up high, standing splits. Left leg lifts. Relax your head, you can shake it out, left and right. Let's find a slow release into warrior one. So the right knee bends, the left foot drops, heel plants, and you're rising the torso up. And just take a moment here, make sure your feet are just as wide as your hips. You can widen the stance, you can square the hips. You also might need to shorten the stance so you can really find that lift out of lower back. And once you have the legs nice, strong, sturdy, you can rise the arms up and interlace the fingers to scoop up the brain for brain cradling. Thumbs run down the base of the neck, elbows squeeze in and up. Now start down at the feet, make sure you're not clinging with the toes. Inhale, squeeze your thighs together, telescope up through the ribs, and then just let your head, your brain release into your palms. So we're strengthening the lower body for back bends, but we're not coming into a back bend. We're just allowing the head and the brain to be held and cradled. This is a really nice spot, maybe to even play with closing the eyes and just really feeling your breath come in through the nose and fill up the entire face. Inhale, rise your head up. Release your grip, take your arms up, square hips. Inhale, lean and reach forward. As you exhale, lower your palms and press back, downward dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. So if you have taken lots of classes with me, you want to do a little Pilates push-up with me, you can. If you haven't, go ahead and come down to the belly for Cobra. So those of you coming to the belly for Cobra, go ahead. Everybody else, squeeze elbows in, lower halfway, don't go below elbows, hold. Take a big inhale, squeeze elbows in, exhale, press back up, high plank. And then take it back, downward dog, 3 breaths. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, take knee to nose, hold. Step it through, runner's lunge. Rise up, high crescent. So nice, strong legs. Lifting you up out of lower back. Just take the arms only forward. Try not to cling with those upper toes as you exhale and slide your right arm back. Open up towards your right. Press through back heel as you reverse. Left arm lifts, right arm lowers. As you exhale, take your arms in line with your shoulders. As you inhale, slide that right arm forward. Now make fists with your palms and take fists to lower back. Even if you can just bend the knee a little bit, find that that little bend helps you to create the lift out of lower back. If you can take that knee down to a hover, that's great. Press into the fists, lift up out of lower back. The shoulders are soft, away from the ears. The knee is hovered. Keep pressing down through the fist and lifting up to the chest. We're here for 3, 2, 1. So slow. Lower the knee all the way down and then setting the top of the left foot on the mat. And if you guys need extra padding, you can always fold over the mat. Fist to lower back, squeeze your thighs together and lift up out of lower back. Find that same length we did with the block in between the thighs and then open up the chest, shoulder to shoulder. So this is your most baby form of a back bend. You're just opening up the chest. Nice long lower back and super strong engaged legs. Slowly rise the chest. Lower your arms down, tuck back toes, and step. Left leg forward to fold, big toes touching. Halfway lift, inhale. Let's take an Uddiyana on the exhale, belly up and in. When you release, bend the knees, rise the arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana, weight in the heels. Now from your chair pose, interlace your hands above the head and press the insides of the palms up. So shoulders down, belly in, shoulders soft. Keep your hips, your knees in one line and just find a little lean towards your right. So lifting up more through the left side of the rib cage, and again, keeping your belly pulled back so your lower back is supported. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, lean towards your left, and then lift up through that right side of the rib cage. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten the legs, release your arms down by your side. And let's grab the block, the buffalo, the pillow, whatever you guys got. We're gonna do the same thing that we did in the beginning of class, but this time we might come a little bit more into our back bend. So I'm gonna give you guys, you can see me. So block, buffalo, pillow, whatever you've got in between your thighs, even a rolled up blanket can be good. And then your options, personally, I always keep my fists on my lower back. I feel like that's the only place where I'm really able to tell if I'm arching or staying nice and long. If you feel more comfortable, you could take the hands behind the head, you could rise the arms up. But just like we do in the beginning of classes, it's the same thing. We're not arching the lower back, we're opening up through the chest. So taking your hands to wherever you feel comfortable, I'm gonna say lower back. Squeeze thighs together, lift up out of lower back, and then open up through the chest. Squeezing the block, sliding shoulders back, maybe even letting the head fall back. You have 5 big breaths here. Slowly squeeze the block as you rise up. You can remove your block, your buffalo, and have a little sip of water or coffee. Oh, lots of you guys joined in. Hi, Hannah. Cool. All right. So we'll go through one more sequence. We'll do maybe a bigger apex pose, and then we'll start warming down. These classes go by really fast. I don't know what you guys are saying. You're on mute. Let's start at the top of the mat. So you can take feet hip width distance apart, arms by your side. Then as you inhale, rise your arms up. As you exhale, take hands through heart center as you fold forward. Inhale, find a halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms and walk back, high plank. So our hands are right underneath the shoulders. Extend out through the heels. Let's take this first chaturanga together. As you exhale, squeeze elbows in, lower halfway. Don't go below elbows. Now keep elbows glued to the ribs. Inhale, pull chest forward, upward facing dog. So my shoulders are back. I've got a little micro bend in the elbows, and I'm dragging my chest forward. Exhale, take it back, downward dog, 3 breaths. On your inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, take knee to right elbow, just a twist, hold. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through, warrior 1. So back heel is planted at that 45-degree angle. Your hips are squared. Angle a little bit. Take your left arm out in line with left shoulder. And then take your right hand to the left side of the chest and release your right ear down. And taking a big breath into the right palm. As you exhale, just begin to press your left palm back. So you're opening up to the left side of the chest. You're feeling that stretch run up the left side of the neck as you breathe right into your right palm. Feel your chest move. And slowly lower the left arm down. Lift your head. And then you're going to take your left arm and it's going to come to your lower back. So I'm going to kind of face this way. You can see my forearm is right on my lower back. And with the forearm on the lower back, I can tell if I'm arching or lifting. So that's my little guide. Your right arm can either come straight up towards the sky or you can cradle the head. And we're coming into Lanced Archer. So still think about this being like a baby, maybe toddler back bend. You're not reaching so far back. You're working on chest opening. So that left forearm is your guide. Inhale, squeeze thighs together, lift up out of lower back. And then just begin to let the head, maybe the chest begin to lean back, the shoulders to open, but keep your hips squared and keep your lower back long. Let's take 5 breaths. Allow your breath to create movement. Each inhale, you're feeling lift, openness. And as you exhale, you're just allowing the head to soften back, the chest to open a little wider without losing that length in the lower back and that strength in the legs. Inhale, gently guide your head up. And then taking your right arm straight up towards the sky, hook the left thumb into your left hip crease and pull that left hip back so your hips are level. Now inhale, lift, lengthen. Lean your torso forward, get super long in your torso. And as you exhale, lower your right fingertips down to the mat and just make sure that your hips are squared. So we're coming into an easy twist in warrior one. You can keep your right hand down the entire time and just twist towards your left. Or you can begin to lift the left arm straight up towards the sky. You want to really be mindful that the hips aren't moving. If you have a block or a water bottle, that can be nice underneath the right palm. Exhale, lower your left palm with strength in the legs. Rise back up, warrior one. So taking our back bend just a little deeper, make fists with your palms and take your fists to your lower back. Press down into the fist, squeeze thighs together and lift up through your chest. As you exhale, slide both shoulders back, spread the chest. Maybe beginning to find a little bit more of a back bend, but again, keeping lower back long, chest open and your breath super deep. Press down into the fist and slowly rise back up. Take both arms up. Then as you inhale, lean your torso forward. And as you exhale, you can set both hands down, grabbing a block or a water bottle if you need it for half moon. You're pressing into the left foot, lifting the right leg, and then maybe beginning to lift the right arm up. So once you make your way into half moon, remember to extend out through the heel. So you want to fire up the right side, the glutes. And if you have a wall next to you, you're welcome to lean against a wall for a little extra support, or even an arm over the head. Extend out through the heel. Feel your lower back long as you open. We've got another 3 or so breaths. If you want to reach for the back foot, you're welcome to kick away from the butt. All right, now without lowering the leg, lower your palm and extend your right leg straight back. Square the hips, inhale. Keep spine long, exhale, right foot greets the left. And then rise up to stand. Exhale, take hands to heart. So coming into dancers, let's take your weight into your right leg. And then first step, we're just reaching back and grabbing the inside of the left ankle. So some of you guys might stay right here, just working on a strong standing leg. Nope, my leg isn't hyperextending. I'm not here, I'm here. Right arm lifts. Take both knees together. Inhale, press into that right foot, lift up. And as you exhale, kick back through the left leg. So rather than coming so far forward, we're keeping the chest lifted and we're kicking back through the left leg. Every inch you move forward, you should be pulling that left hip a little further down. And if you can't lean forward, if you're just grabbing the foot, standing, that's okay too. You're still gonna get that psoas stretch there. Three more big breaths. Keep kicking back through left leg, pulling the left hip down as the chest lifts. 3, 2, 1. Kick to come out. And release your arms down, roll out your shoulders. Super advanced move here. Move the hips. All right, so coming back to the top of your mats. Take your arms by your side, your feet can be hip-width distance apart. So I'm going to give you guys the option to jump back here, but if you have never jumped back, just walk back, take it through a chaturanga. Arms by your side, inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, pull the belly in and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. If you're jumping, jump back, otherwise walk back and take it through your connection. From your downward facing dog, lift your right leg. Exhale, take knee to left elbow, just a twist. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. So back heel planted, hips squared. Take your right arm this time out in line with right shoulder, left hand to the right side of the chest. And then release your left ear down towards the left shoulder. Take a big breath into the left palm. As you exhale, gently press that right palm back. Open up to the chest. Feel the right side of the neck stretch and don't let the hips move. Keep the hips squared, your legs active. And slowly lower the right arm down, lift the head. And then taking your right forearm this time to the lower back. Scoop up your lower back. That's your little guide in Lance Dodger to keeping lower back long. Left arm either straight up or you can reach for the back of the head, cradling the head. Now inhale without clinging with the toes. Squeeze thighs together, lift up, feel that length right underneath the forearm, and from there, allow the head, the shoulders to begin to reach back. Make sure you're still lifting up through the heart at the same time. You might even imagine a little string attached to your sternum, pulling you straight up towards the sky. Inhale, slowly guide your head up. Hook that right thumb into the right hip crease and slide the right hip back as you rise your left arm straight up towards the sky. Now hips squared, inhale, lean forward, get super long. And as you exhale, lower the left fingertips down. Feel that your hips are level, squared, and then begin to twist towards your right. So easy twist, warrior one. Try and keep hips squared as you twist towards your right, possibly lifting that right arm up. On the exhale, lower the right palm down, and with strength in the legs, rise right back up, warrior one. Make fists with your palms. Take your fists to your lower back. Hips squared, little deeper into our back bend. Press down into the fist. Squeeze thighs together, telescope up through the ribs, and from there, open up your chest, your heart, pull your shoulders back. The breath is so deep, moving you within the posture. And with each breath, you're feeling more lift. Allow the shoulders to soften back, so a nice, long, spacious neck. Press into your fists. Squeeze your thighs together and slowly begin to rise up. Rise your arms up. Hips squared, inhale, lean forward. And as you exhale, drop your palms, grab a water bottle, a block if you need it for half moon. The right hand plants, the left leg lifts, and then you're stacking hip on hip as you open up towards your left. Half moon. Extend out through the back heel. So fire up the left side, the glute. Keep that standing leg strong, so try not to sink into the right side of the lower back. Option to reach for the back foot, finding a little kick away from the butt. If you have a grip on the back foot, come back to straight leg. Without dropping the leg, lower your palms, square your hips, extend your left leg straight back. Spine is long. Exhale, left foot greets the right. Hands under shoulders, inhale. Uddiyana on the exhale, belly up and in. And take your slow rise up. And take your arms all the way up. As you exhale, hands to heart. Let's take the other side of dancers. So this time, your left leg plants. And you're reaching back to grab the inside of the right ankle, taking knees together. So you might stay here the whole time, just finding a little kick back. Left arm lifts, press out of that left foot as you kick back to the right leg. And remember, every inch you move forward, you should be pulling the right hip down. Kick back to the right leg, pull your right hip down and lift up through the chest. We're only here for 3, 2, 1. Kick to come out. All right. So we're going to come into one more back bend. I know lots of you guys have back bends that you love. Some of you are like, I don't love back bends. I don't want to do them anymore. So your options, you could come into camel. So if you're in camel, your knees are in line with your hips. Your fists are to the lower back. The hips come forward and you're lifting up out of lower back, opening up to the chest. This is about as far as I take it. I don't grab the heels because I notice when I grab the heels, I come back and you don't want to come back. You could do bridge. So down on your back. If you feel like you're super tired, taking a block underneath could be a nice option. If you feel warmed up for wheel, please be careful, you guys, because we're not in that hot room. If you feel warmed up for wheel, your hands plant. I'm still lifting. I'm still watching for that arch in my lower back. Other options, Supta Virasana, hollow back handstand. I'm gonna check you guys out, but you guys take one more back bend, 6 to 8 breaths. When you're done with your back bend, no forward folds. Nice. That's my coffee being done. So you guys might still have a few more breaths. When you're done, I want you to meet lying on your back with your feet planted. So your lower back is releasing into the mat. And take your time. You still have some time if you're still in your back bend. But we'll meet again, lying on our back with the feet planted so that you feel your lower back releasing into the mat. All right. We'll start to warm down. Let's go ahead and start by taking both your feet are planted. You're gonna take your left leg straight up towards the sky and flex the toes in towards the shin. Set your left ankle down on top of the right thigh. So we're gonna make our way into reclined pigeon. The right foot lifts, the left hand reaches through the legs to clasp around the right thigh. So I'm pulling my shoulders back, I'm keeping the left toes flexed. And as I pull through the arms, I'm pressing my lower back into the mat and ballooning my lower back with my breath. So this is one of the best poses for lower back release. All right, release your grip on the thigh, lower the right foot down, the left foot down, and then toe heel your feet apart so they're the same width as your mat. Take your arms in line with your shoulders and let both knees fall towards the left. So this is a wide-legged supine twist. The right knee will hover above the left heel, and you should feel the wide-legged variation more along the front right side, the psoas. Inhale, slowly take the knees back to center. You can re-shorten your stance so the feet are hip-width distance apart. And then this time, left leg straight up towards the sky. You can flex the toes. Set the left ankle down above the right knee for reclined pigeon. Right foot lifts. Left hand reaches through the legs to clasp around the right thigh. The shoulders back. Press your lower back into the mat. Feel your lower back release. And you want your head down, your shoulders back, and you're sending your breath right down into the lower back. Release your grip, lower the right foot down, the left foot down, toe heel the feet apart so they're again as wide as your mat. Arms in line with shoulders, let both knees fall towards the right, so now the left knee hovers right above the heel. Inhale, take the knees back to center. Lift your feet up, bend your knees. Let's come into happy baby. And rock gently on the spine. From your happy baby, let's access one final Uddiyana, big inhale. Exhale through the mouth, belly up and in. And when you release, you can take your arms and legs up towards the sky, rotate out the wrists, the ankles. So as you're ready, you can slowly lower your arms and legs down to your mat. And just take a moment, scan the body with your breath. And if you decide you want to plant the feet, little extra lower back support, you could scoot up to a wall, take your legs up the wall. Take your arms overhead or by your side, but find a comfortable position where you're able to lie comfortably, where you're able to find stillness. And just begin to settle in to this final pose. Letting each part of the body release. So resisting the urge to think about what comes next. And resisting the urge to fidget too much. And instead, using this time to check in with what your body, what your mind had to tell you today. You know, some days we have a more physical practice. Some days our practice is more emotional, more mental. Sometimes our practice feels really great, and sometimes it's just not at all what we want it to be. So using this time just to reflect on your practice and to use that information you've gained just by connecting to your body, your breath, to guide you in where you go next. And I'm going to give you the option. You can stay where you are on your back. You could roll onto your side and come up to a seated position. But before you decide, let me tell you what we're doing. So we're going to end with Brahmari breath. Brahmari is a style of breath meant to imitate the humming sound of bees. So it's very vibrational. It's done with the mouth closed. And I'm going to take us all off mute for this. So whether you're seated or on your back, go ahead and find a position. Slowly unmuting you all. I have a habit of, when I'm super uncomfortable teaching like people I don't know, of starting my class with Brahmari. And I do that because I feel like it really connects everybody in the room. We're all able to kind of hear each other's vibrations. So it may not be exactly the same here, but hopefully we get that a little bit. So we're just going to do a couple Brahmari breaths into the heart. We'll do 3 together. So you'll inhale through the nose. You'll keep the mouth shut. And then your exhale is a vibrational sound. So it'll sound like this. I would keep going until I was completely out of breath. So we're going to start with hands on the heart. And we're going to take a Brahmari breath into the heart all together. We'll inhale together to prepare, and then we'll let out our loud Brahmari breaths all together at once. All right, so hands on top of the heart. Take a big inhale to prepare. Little feedbacky Brahmari, but it's okay. Let's do one more. So I don't, if you guys want to take hands to the back of the heart or keep your hands where they are, you can do that. Let's do one more big loud Brahmari breath to close the class. Take a big inhale. Right. Okay. That's fun, you guys.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys. Any feedback, always appreciated. Still kind of getting the hang of this. So if you guys have any feedback you want to give me, you're welcome to email me. I think most of you guys have my phone number. You can text, you can email, you can call. I think you could FaceTime these days. But I really appreciate you guys all showing up.
Bye. Thank you.
Kelliann. Love you.
Kelliann.
Thank you, Kelliann. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Hey, Trish. Natalie.